A Royal Caribbean cruise can be incredible, but one big mistake can ruin the whole trip. Most first-time cruisers fall into these traps, and even seasoned travelers slip up. I'm breaking down the 11 mistakes that cost you money, time, and fun. And if you stick around, I'll share the ultimate cruise secret, the one thing that could save you hundreds of dollars. Mistake number 1, overpacking bulky luggage when cabin storage is tiny. Cruise cabins are small, like smaller than most hotel rooms small. If you bring 3 giant suitcases stuffed with just-in-case outfits, you'll spend the entire cruise playing a game of Tetris just trying to get to your bed. Storage is limited to small closets and a few drawers, and space under the bed, very limited. Overpacking not only eats up that space, but also clutters the room. The truth is, you don't need 10 pairs of shoes and 5 formal outfits. Most people live in swimsuits, shorts, and a few comfortable dinner outfits. Plus, there is laundry service on board if you really need them. Pack smart, versatile clothing, mix and match outfits, and bring comfortable shoes. You'll thank yourself when you can actually walk around your cabin without tripping over your own stuff. Mistake 2, choosing the wrong dining time. Early versus late seating. One of the biggest decisions you'll make on Royal Caribbean is your dining time. They usually offer you early seating around 5:30 and the late seating closer to 8. Pick wrong and it throws your whole evening off. Choose early and you might feel rushed coming back from excursions or still full from your poolside lunch. Choose late and you could miss the early shows or be starving while everyone else is already halfway through dessert. The dining times affect your whole schedule. Entertainment, activities, even when you head to bed. Think carefully about your routine. If you're an early bird, early dinner works. If you're a night owl or love squeezing every drop out of those port days, go late. Or choose my dining time for flexibility, but book your slots early because prime times fill up fast. Mistake number 3, not downloading the Royal Caribbean app before boarding. This is a rookie move. The Royal Caribbean app is basically your cruise control center. It shows the daily schedule of events, lets you book shows and dining, track your onboard spending, and even navigate the ship with deck maps. Without it, you'll be stuck asking crew members for directions or trying to piece together activities from the paper cruise compass newsletter that they leave in your cabin. Plus, the app works offline once on board, so you don't need Wi-Fi to use it. Download it before you leave home because once you're at port, the signal is spotty, and once you're on board, Wi-Fi is expensive. A 5-minute download can save you 5 days of frustration. Mistake number 4, not making reservations for shows or specialty dining in advance. Royal Caribbean ships pack in Broadway-style shows, ice skating performances, comedy acts, and specialty restaurants that rival anything on land. The problem? Everybody wants in. If you wait until you're on board to book, you'll be left with awkward times or worse, no availability at all. Specialty restaurants like Chops Grill and others fill up days in advance. And the best shows are sometimes standing room only if you don't reserve. The trick is to log into your cruise planner before your trip and make reservations for the experiences you care about most. That way, you control your schedule instead of being stuck with leftovers. Think of it like concert tickets. Buy early or miss out. Mistake 5, waiting too long to explore the ship, missing hidden spots. Royal Caribbean ships are floating cities, and every one of them has secret spots that most passengers don't discover until it's too late. Maybe it's a quiet lounge with panoramic ocean views, a tucked away hot tub that no one uses, or the perfect coffee shop hidden behind the main promenade. If you wait until day 4 to explore, you'll realize you've been walking past your favorite spot all along. The best advice is to dedicate part of your first day on the ship to a big tour. Walk around every deck, check out every lounge, poke your head into spaces even if you don't think you're allowed to use them. That way you know all your options and can claim your favorite hangout before the rest of your ship catches on. Mistake number 6, assuming all-inclusive means everything is included. Here's the big myth. Cruises love to market themselves as all-inclusive. And yes, your cabin, meals in the main dining room and buffet, and most entertainment is included. But that's where the free ride ends. Alcohol, specialty coffee, Wi-Fi, spa treatments, shore excursions, photos, soda, and certain restaurants all come with an extra cost. If you board expecting to swipe your SeaPass card for anything and everything, you'll get a painful surprise when you see your bill at the end of the week. The secret is to just plan ahead. Decide what extras you want and budget for them. And skip the stuff you don't care about. All-inclusive on a cruise means the basics. The rest is a la carte. Mistake 7, sleeping in and missing sunrise at sea. Look, I get it. You're on vacation and sleeping in feels like a right. But here's the thing. Sunrise at sea is completely different from sunrise on land. There are no buildings, no traffic, no noise, just the sun breaking over endless ocean. It's a once-in-a-lifetime view and it feels magical. If you spend the whole trip snoozing until 10, you'll miss it. You don't have to do it every day, but pick one morning, set the alarm, grab a coffee, and head to the deck. It's calm, it's peaceful, and it's a memory you'll actually carry home for much, much longer. Plus, it's a great way to balance out those nights when you stay up late in the casino or late at a show. Mistake number 8, ignoring the cruise compass, daily schedule, and missing out on events. Every day, Royal Caribbean gives you a full lineup of activities. Trivia, contests, dance classes, poolside games, art auctions, wine tasting, live music, comedy shows, even towel folding lessons. If you don't look at the daily schedule, either in the app or on the paper cruise compass in your cabin, you'll miss half of it. I saw people constantly saying, "Wait, was that today?" Or "I didn't know that was happening." The truth is, everything is listed. You just have to read it. Make it a ritual. Grab your morning coffee and skim the schedule. Circle, highlight what interests you. Even if you don't go to everything, at least you'll know what's happening. Otherwise, you'll walk off the ship realizing you missed experiences, or you just didn't even know they existed. Mistake 9, forgetting to bring small bills for tipping in ports. Yes, Royal Caribbean automatically adds gratuities to your account, but that only covers the onboard crew. Once you're in port, cash is king. Whether it's tipping your bus driver, your excursion guide, or just grabbing a drink from a beach bar, having only $20 bills makes life awkward. Nobody in Costa Maya or Cozumel wants to break a $20 bill, so especially for a $2 tip. Bring a stack of singles and fives tucked into an envelope in your bag. They'll come in handy all week long. And beyond convenience, small bills lets you show appreciation in a simple, respectful way without over-tipping every time. Mistake 10, not setting a budget in the casino. The casino on board is like Vegas at sea. Flashing lights, slot machines, table games, free drinks floating around. It's tempting, but here's the hard truth. The house always wins. If you go without a budget, you'll come out with a very, very expensive souvenir and an empty wallet. Decide ahead of time what you're comfortable losing, maybe $50, maybe $100, and treat it as entertainment, not income. Once it's gone, you walk away. That way you can enjoy the fun of playing without waking up the next day wondering how you blew through half your excursion money on a blackjack table. Mistake number 11, skipping shore excursions out of fear. I get it. When you're in a foreign country, it's easy to let your imagination run wild. You've heard stories about crime, scams, or even being stranded if you don't make it back to the ship on time. And yes, safety is important, but letting that fear keep you from exploring means you'll miss the best parts of cruising. Actually seeing the places you came all the way for. In Costa Mesa, we wandered through ancient Mayan ruins surrounded by jungles. In Cozumel, we toured the city and had a tequila tasting and relaxed on the beach. None of what would have happened if we just stayed on board out of fear. The ship is fun, but you didn't book a Caribbean cruise just to sit at the pool for 5 days straight. The key is to be smart. Book excursions through the cruise line or a trusted company, stick with groups, bring only what you need, and be back before the all aboard time. A little preparation goes a long way. Because the truth is, skipping excursions out of fear doesn't keep you safe. It just robs you out of the experiences you'll actually remember. The ultimate cruise secret: drink package math. All right, let's talk about what I'm calling the ultimate cruise secret. And it has to do with one of the biggest decisions people make before they even step foot on the ship: the drink package. Now, Royal Caribbean will push this hard. You'll see ads for it in your email, reminders during booking, and even signs once you're on board. And the pitch sounds amazing. Unlimited drinks, one flat price, no worries. But here's the truth: the math doesn't always work out. Here's how it breaks down. The package usually runs somewhere between $70 to $100 a day per person, depending on the ship and wherever you're sailing from. Now that sounds steep, but if you're the type that wants a morning latte, a couple cocktails by the pool, wine at dinner, maybe a nightcap, it can absolutely save you money. But if you're more casual, maybe one cocktail, maybe a soda, maybe nothing some days, you'll end up paying way more than you would just ordering the drinks individually. And don't forget, both people in the cabin usually have to buy it, so you can't just split one package between two people. On my cruise, I actually tracked what I drank versus what the package would have cost. And the results? Some days it would have been, a huge win, but most days not even close. Especially on port days when you're off the ship exploring ruins, doing a tequila tasting, or relaxing at the beach. You're not on board racking up drink after drink. So here's the ultimate secret: do the math before you buy. Look at your habits, consider your port days, and decide if you're gonna actually drink enough to make it worthwhile. Because sometimes the package is a lifesaver, and other times it's just money poured down the drain. That's 11 mistakes that can turn your dream cruise into a headache. The good news? Now you know how to avoid them. If you've cruised before, let me know in the comments which mistake you've made or which one you'll be avoiding next time. Until then, travel far.